Hi students, welcome to session 1 of Climate and Adaptation. Students, in today's session we will learn about weather and climate. So students, let us start with today's interesting session and let us study about climate and adaptation. Now students, I would like to share one thing with you, and I would like to ask you something. Do you remember the things when you are heading for a hill station and you are asked to pack, and when the sky is cloudy your parents insist that you carry an umbrella? Have you heard elders in your family discuss the weather before planning a family function or before going out to some hill station? You must have also heard the experts discussing about the weather. So students, have you ever wondered why this happens, why everybody discusses about it? Yes, it is because the weather may have a profound effect, and it has a profound effect on our lives. Many of our daily activities are planned based on the weather predicted for that day. And these are daily reports of the weather on the television and radio and in the newspapers. But do you know what this weather really is? Now let us study about weather and climate, and we will also see that how different forms of life are adapted to the climate of their habitat. So students, let us start with today's session and learn about climate and adaptation. Now students, when you wake up in the morning, do you look outside to see whether it is sunny, hot, cloudy, rainy, cold or windy? Well, these terms with hot, cold, rainy, etc. describe the weather of a place. Means weather tells us about the changes that take place in the atmosphere at a given place and time. So we can say in short that it can change within a short time. Hence, we can define climate as weather of a place which takes place over a long period of time. And what does it mean actually? It may rain for an hour and then become sunny and clear. So this is weather. And weather of a place over a long period of time is called climate. So students, weather always refers to what is happening in the atmosphere now or what may happen in the next few days, while climate refers to the weather conditions of a place over a long period of time. Like you might have seen on TV that always a man or a woman gives a weather forecast on television news, that in which part of India or which part of the world will get or will receive heavy rainfall or which part will not receive rainfall. So all these weather forecasts are given regularly on TV news and also in newspapers. So there are many factors that they depend upon. And according to these factors, many animals and birds adapt to the changing climates. But before studying about the animals which adapt to the changing climates, let us first understand more clearly these definitions of weather and climate and their factors. Yes. So students, both weather and climate affect our lives in many ways. we find that the daily weather report carries information about the temperature, humidity and rainfall during the past 24 hours or the coming next 48 hours. So daily weather reports also predict the weather for the day. And humidity, as you might know, is a measure of the moisture in the air. So basically, both weather and climate affect our lives in many ways. Our way of living, the clothes we wear, the crops we grow, the food we eat, and many other things depend on the weather and climate of the place that we live in. So students, there are many factors such as temperature, rainfall, humidity, as I said before that it is a measure of the moisture in the air, etc., determine the weather of a place. And scientists monitor these weather forecasts every day. And there is one more thing which I would like to share with you is about the weather reports. Remember students that weather reports are prepared by the meteorological department of the government. And this department collects data on temperature, wind, rainfall, humidity, etc., and makes the weather prediction. And accordingly, we have to plan our things. And accordingly, many animals adjust or adapt to these changing climates. So there are many such factors which determine the weather of a place. And scientists monitor these weather factors every day, and to do this, they use specially designed instruments. So let us see what kind of specially designed instruments are there. Yes, first one is the maximum minimum thermometer. Now students, this is a special kind of thermometer which is used to measure the maximum and minimum temperatures in a day. Here you can see the beautiful picture of maximum minimum thermometer. This is degree Celsius, means the unit of thermometer, and this is the minimum one. Here you can see the maximum. So whatever digits or whatever temperature is given over here in the thermometer depicts the minimum temperature, and this side, the right side, depicts the maximum temperature in degrees Celsius. So this is a special thermometer which is called as maximum minimum thermometer, and it is used to measure the maximum and minimum temperatures in a day. In the same way, there are other instruments too. Yes, another one is hydrometer. Now students, the relative humidity of the air is measured by an instrument called hygrometer. Here you can see the beautiful picture of hygrometer. Now what it depicts? Yes, here you can see that it depicts the percentage of the humidity of the air. That means from 0 to about approximately 30, the atmosphere or the relative humidity of the air is very dry. Then from 30 to 40, from between 30 to 40 to 60-70, it is normal, and then after 70 to 80 till 90 to 100, the relative humidity of the air is, that means it is humid, means there is more moisture, right? So this is hygrometer, which shows the relative humidity of the air. In the same way, there is another instrument too, and that is rain gauge. Now the amount of rainfall is measured by an instrument called the rain gauge. Now here you can see the beautiful pictures of rain gauge. This instrument is called rain gauge, and here you can see some rain droplets, or sorry, the water droplets. So because of these water droplets, this instrument can measure the amount of rainfall. So what we can say about these instruments, that maximum minimum thermometer, hygrometer and rain gauge are such instruments, the specially designed instruments, which can predict about the weather factors. So always remember that climate tells us what it is actually like in the place where we live. For example, if we say that in the month of June we expect it to be mild in Bangalore, humid in Kolkata, hot and dry in Rajasthan, cold in Ladakh and rainy in Kerala. So we refer to the climate of that place. And how we can describe the climate of the place where we live? For that, we will have to go through the factors that affect the climate of the earth. So we will discuss about the factors in the next session. I hope you enjoyed today's session and it is clear about weather and climate. We are done through the introduction of weather and climate. So we will meet in the next session. Till then, take care, have fun and keep learning. Thank you, children.